Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode of DC Universe Online. Last time I left off, I was in the Watchtower. I did showcase the little Watchtower welcome mission, if you will. We're going to carry on with the missions. I'm going to continue leveling up and we'll see how far I can get. Now, what I'm going to do going forward with these episodes is I'm just going to cover one storyline. When that ends, the episode will end as well. I do want to kind of showcase the storylines as I play through it. Now, eventually, I will end up making guides. I think what I'm going to start out with in terms of guides is, of course, doing the briefings and investigations. I do tend to collect them. I kind of like them. I like the storyline to them. And we'll see where, I suppose, things end up and what sort of guides I'll end up making and so on. Also, if you guys want to join me in the game, I did do some research. I am currently playing on PC, and there is crossplay between PC and PS4. So if you guys have a PS4 or a PC version, you can get the game for free. If you do want to access the end-game content, of course, you will have to either purchase the DLCs necessary separately and the bits and pieces, or you can get a monthly subscription. Definitely worth giving it a go. You might like it. I'm a big fan of DC. And so, to me, this is a good game, despite it being 10 years old.
Circe's bestiamorphs are all over the area, which means Circe can't be far behind. Zatanna in the Chinatown safe house can give you further instructions.
And to be fairly honest, for a 10-year-old game, if I'm honest, I think the voice acting is pretty darn decent. It's very close to what I imagined the characters sounding like. To me, and I've said it in my previous episodes, and if you haven't heard it, one of the highlights of this game is the fact that the Joker is voiced by Mark Hamill. I think he does the absolute best Joker ever, and all of the actors that I have either voice acted or played the Joker have Mark Hamill to stand up to, so I compare them to Mark Hamill's Joker. It's by far the best version of the Joker. Okay, so we're going to go to the marker. We're going to start off this next mission. I'm going to have to try and refrain from picking up the investigations. I do want to make guides on them. Now, I know that these investigations tend to be fairly easy. There are, generally speaking, as far as I can remember, a lot of them scattered about, and lots of duplicates scattered about for the missions, but I will nonetheless make videos on it. I've always made guides for pretty much all level of players for any game that I tend to make guides. I mean, currently I cover Ark and Conan Exiles, but I think this is a game that has stood the test of time to some level. If you ask me, it's 10 years in, still here. There's still a decent community. There's a lot of players. I don't know how the community, the player base is. Basically what I'm trying to say is I don't know how. This is difficult to word. How old the players are, if that makes sense, in terms of the game, how long they've been around. So if you take the community and split it into old players and new players, I don't know what part of that community is a player base that is old, if that makes sense, that goes back, I don't know, many years. That's basically what I was trying to say. So we did see a Wolverine reproduction right there. That's pretty cool. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I like originality. I like creating my own characters. There's that much stuff in the game to go with. Yeah, you gotta make your own character. Gotta be your own superhero. Don't get me wrong. I like looking at others' recreation of famous heroes and villains. It's totally cool. I just like to do my own thing, my own original take on my character, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go that way. This should be a fairly easy mission. I think I am pretty much overpowered for it. I do seem to, or as it currently stands compared to what I remember about the game, you do seem to level up fairly quick. Another thing I just noticed right now, the roads in Metropolis tend to be a bit empty. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of chaos going on the streets. I guess a lot of people don't really want to be killed and stuff like that. There's like barely any cars on this road. That's something I've never picked up until now.
Bestiamorphs are running rampant in the Tomorrow district. Wonder Girl went in to investigate, but I have not heard from her since. Clearly, Circe is up to foul play. I charge you, track down Wonder Girl and defeat Circe's plans.
Alright, so this is where we want to start off with. Like, the bill for repairs in Metropolis must be ridiculous. I was looking for the secondary mission givers, quest givers, whatever you want to call them. Apparently there's none around here, so, you know, it is what it is. We'll just crack on with this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Whoa, hey. I have to be careful with that guy with the purple name tag. He is a villain. Don't know what level he is, but he does seem to be looking for a fight, so I don't really want to pick on him. I'm totally not at a point where I can PvP at this point. I am still getting used to the game. Although my muscle memory is not that bad. Not as bad as I expected it to be. Oh, thanks for the interrupt, mate. There you go. Kick to the face. That'll sort you out. And we'll do this guy right there. So we need to free Spellbound Amazons. 4 of 5. Defeat Bestiamorphs. 8 of 10. Okay. And let's try and free this wonderful Amazon right here. There we go.
Oh boy. Giganta kidnapped Wonder Girl? She's always wanted the power of an Amazon princess, and Circe must have promised her exactly that. We have to get to Wonder Girl quickly.
Yeah, don't say. Okay, I guess we're going this way then.
Circe's beasts will know where Giganta has taken Wonder Girl. Seek out Lieutenant Pythia. She will give you something to loosen their tongues.
Alright, so this is like an investigation portion right here. Let's see, what do you have to say?
Oh good, you are here. Take this torch and remember, Wonder Woman wants its power in your...
That Promethean flame will draw the information out of those bestiamorphs. No matter how the poor beasts try to protect their mistress.
Poor beasts, eh? I mean, I'm looking around at the environment. You can tell it's an old game, but it still looks pretty darn cool. This brings back so many memories. Also, I know that there's a boss, a world boss around here, so I do want to try and do that. It does give some additional XP, you son of a gun. Oh, I love those stuns.
Enough. They took Amazon Girl to the metro.
Okay, let's do this guy. I need to be careful around here. I'm not sure which section of these little 3 quests that we have to do. I think it's 3 quests before we get to the dungeon. But I know one of them has like a little boss. I think it's a Minotaur boss that you can fight. So it'd be cool if I can get this guy down as well, the world boss. I'm not sure what his name is. However, he is not something to be trifled with, not at my level at least. Once you get good gear and reach the maximum level, then he's a doddle, but as it currently stands, he'd probably laugh at me.
Circe promised Wonder Girl to Giganta.
Poor thing. So this is basically the equivalent of torturing animals to get information from them. I like how it's been disguised.
The ritual has begun. Too late.
Okay. Level 15. Let's see, okay. Alright, so this is something I did not know. Let's have a look at here. Oh dear. See, I don't know what this is all about. Well, I think this is probably the best way to go, because I will go for tank. I'll have to sit on that and think about it, because I don't want to make a silly mistake. Okay, so that is one of the investigations right there. So that's 2 of 3. I know where they are. I mean, what I do like about the game is that most of them tend to be placed in very obvious places.
Points to Circe creating a ritual to swap Giganta's mind into Wonder Girl's body. This is really big. No pun intended.
Oh, dude. I've aggroed so many of these guys. Okay, that's one down. Oh, come on. Just leave me be. Oh, there's another one on me. Hopefully this will be good enough for me to leave. I mean, they could try and fly away, but one of the things they can do is they can stun you and more or less pull you back to the ground. So I just thought I might as well get rid of those NPCs.
Prevent you from passing through. Destroy them. We must stop the ritual Circe and Giganta have planned for Wonder Girl.
Alright, I'm also focusing on the minimap, trying to remember the locations. It's been that long ago. I don't really remember the locations. So over here, yeah, over here there's meant to be a Minotaur boss. I totally need to be careful with that guy. I don't want to... Because I remember I used to sit around here waiting for him to spawn so I can do him. Okay, so he's not in yet, which is kind of... What's that guy fighting? Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Also, there seems to be quite a few players around, so maybe that might be a good thing for me to keep an eye out on the spawn of the Minotaur. If these guys go for it, I don't want to be missing out on that. I do want to get my take on him. So even if I tap him a couple of times or whatever, I should still get the count for killing him if they do kill him. Definitely a good way of farming XP as well. Alright. Oh, somebody's helping me. Thank you for the assist. Whoever that was. Somebody with arrows. We'll go this way. So, okay, I found the last 2 of the investigations. I know both of their locations now. That's pretty cool. I can definitely use that in the video that I'll make a guide for. Whoop. I have upset so many of these guys. Sorry. Time to start using AoEs. There we go. Now, I did say I was overpowered for it, but I didn't expect to aggro this many bad guys. Obtain shards. Okay, so we'll get some more shards, I guess. We only need 2 more. Okay, 1 more to go. Shards of Sisyphean stones. Oh, that's a handful to pronounce. I was hoping not to aggro these guys. Never mind. That didn't work out the way I wanted it. Oh, dude, I aggroed quite a few of them, too. Okay, that hog seems to have left me alone. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. I thought that guy had left me alone. Oh, well, it is what it is. Let's see. Do we have a Minotaur wandering about here? Nope. This is where I remember him being. Now, I hope they haven't taken out those bosses. I haven't seen him. But I used to sit on this ledge right there and just wait for him to spawn. Nope. He's not here. This is where I used to sit and just wait for enough people to gather around ready to take on that boss. Normally you'd want a tank going for it and then a healer and the rest just to DPS him down. At this level he would do a lot of damage to me, so obviously I cannot take him on by myself even if he were to spawn. But it's interesting because I don't see him here. So I'm hoping that they have not made a change where they've removed the world bosses or some of the world bosses. I thought that was a really cool feature. I'm always a big fan of world bosses in RPGs, MMORPGs, and generally online games. I like that. Okay, let's pick up this quest. We'll go and do the dungeon.
The Mirror of Narcissus allows us to discover Circe's plans through her vanity. We lost it in a skirmish with her beastie general. I charge you. Recover this for the Amazons.
Alright, you don't need to shout. Take it easy. You know, thank yous and pleases do quite a bit. Okay, so this is probably the quest giver for the villains.
I serve Circe.
Oh, I serve Circe. Alright. Oh, there he is. This is a big guy. Right there. I don't want to be messing with you. He's level 46. He's definitely... Oh, hold on. No. Is this guy able to take him on? Or is he going to get... Okay, I guess he's going for it. Okay, I'm in it. Okay, he's holding his own, so he's definitely able to take on the Minotaur. So might as well start DPSing him down. Everybody's joining in. This is what I like about these sort of games and doing world bosses. Whoop! Don't want to get hammered by this guy. I seem to be able to get his aggro fairly easy. I guess he doesn't stay up very long once he spawns in. By those things. Whoop! Seems to be going for me again. Maybe not. So there's how many players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 players going for this guy. Maybe miscounted, but I am also trying to keep an eye on my health bar. Whoa! Alright, nearly there. This is cool. This is what I like about MMORPGs, when they have world bosses and everybody groups together to take on a world boss. Obviously the rewards are decent for this level and you do get a decent amount of XP. Definitely worth doing it. There we go, perfect. You also get a set of 10 points, feat points. That was pretty cool. I like that. Now let's see if I can remember the commands. There we go. That'll do. Thank you for the assist. And it's off to the dungeon itself. Might as well claim this. Oh, this... Okay. Huh. So that is a level 30 mission. I do try and tend to do these bosses as I level up in the area, if and when they spawn. I actually wait for them to spawn, to be fairly honest. Right. Things are loading in. This used to be a dungeon that had certain tricky sections. I'm guessing it won't be as tricky, seeing as I am quite high level compared to what the NPCs would be in this level, in this game, or in this particular stage. So they're level 11. Now I used to do this at what, maybe 12, 13, 12, and this was alright. There's a section where you have to free some cops. That section was quite difficult. It's the rhino bestiamorphs that can be a bit of a pain, and if you have to fight at that level more than 2 at the same time, it can get challenging, or it could get challenging. So let's free some of these Amazons. They will come and give us a hand. They don't do a lot of damage, but still it makes life easy. There's another one right there. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's these guys right here. They have stuns, they hit pretty hard. And I remember if he got surrounded by them when he leveled up in this section, it could have been potentially painful. As you can see, my health isn't really suffering all that much, so there's definitely been some adjustments to probably what damage they do. They don't really feel like a threat anymore. I feel like I can almost face roll this section. There we go. So we'll do this guy. This was the section that I struggled with. Now this one's okay because there's only one of these rhinos, so this was okay, but there's one that has I think 2 or 3 rhinos that I've always found when I used to play this to be slightly difficult. So this right here would have been hard. But this time around, not that difficult. And I think what made it even harder is if these Amazons ended up pulling in some more NPCs with them. Definitely made it a bit of a challenge back in those days. Okay, and I'm gonna go up this way. Might as well get you sorted. Ooh, hey. These guys just spawn out of midair because why not? You know, it's all magic and stuff. Let's help these guys out because we're nice. We're a hero. We help people. That's what heroes do. And over here, okay, 2 of these low-level bestiamorphs, if you want to call them that. Oh yes, now I know I found them hard. It's because when you attack them, other bestiamorphs spawn in, so it adds to the difficulty. So 2 rhinos with the other guys were difficult. The 2 rhinos themselves wouldn't have been difficult. It's when the other bestiamorphs spawned in that made it difficult. Right here we have a rhino and a Leo. Nothing spawned in here. Alright, well that's fine. I'm happy with that. Time to take on the mini-boss. See if I can keep him in the stun lock. Okay, fair enough. He only managed to land 1, maybe 2 hits on me. Okay, we've got another one of these guys right there. Seems to be focusing on me. That's fine. I guess I'm the bigger threat. The Amazons actually tickle. They don't seem to do that much damage to the bad guys here, which is fair enough. I mean, obviously you're the one that's supposed to be running the dungeon, not the Amazons for you. So that makes plenty of sense. But I mean, they're meant to be tough. They just don't feel like it in this game. But then I guess if they were tough and able to do this, then they wouldn't need you. So makes plenty of sense. Let's pick up this vending machine and throw it at a bad guy like that. There you go. Totally like that detail that you can do that. Let's have a look around. This is an area that often tends to have a chest. I thought I saw something. Nope, I guess not. It's funny because I can still remember. I mean, not a lot has changed in terms of the sound effects and all, and I'm glad I picked up the Amazon, not the investigation. But like the sound of the arrow or the bow, arrows and bows actually, and just that alone brings back so many memories. Okay, so time capsule. I need to figure out what that does, if it's worth opening. I'm guessing it'll be worth opening. I know it requires some sort of currency to open them up. Alright, we we are nearly at the boss fight. I'm gonna clear these guys out just because I could probably go into the boss fight without having to do anything about these guys. There we go. Nice and quiet. Ah, there's a chest. I'll pick that up. And yes, this is the boss chamber. We don't break this, we have to open it, because why not? And here we go.
I've already begun ritual with a few minor improvements. Now I will transfer my powerful mind into Wonder Girl's body, and the strength of the gods will be mine!
This one is so cheesy.
Hooks in my mind.
It's working! It's working! I feel her power! Your body is mine!
Wow, that voice acting. I mean, it's cheesy, but the voice acting is ace. Whoops. Let's try and fight Giganta. Oh, she hits like a truck. No. Okay, I don't remember exactly what I need to do here, but I'm going to try and fight her off. I know there's something you need to do to... I need to be careful with my HP right now. To make the fight easier, I think it's to break these things. I don't know exactly how you break them. Like that, maybe? Oh, Giganta's following me. She's onto me. She's onto my trick. Oh. Alright, so you just fly by them. Or walk by them, run by them, whatever, you know. Okay. I am going to try and see how much damage I can do to Giganta, but she does hit like a truck in this stage. I would actually not mind trying to fight Giganta in this phase, but I don't know. I feel like it could be potentially difficult, so I'll just break this barrel, we'll heal up, block. She's just looking at me. Alright, fair enough. Take advantage of this and land a couple of hits on her. I'm barely doing any damage to her though. Alright, maybe I should probably break these things and make my life easier. Alright. Okay. I don't know what that does. Oh, right, so you just kind of do a little pinball thing in between these things. Whoop. Try and block some of that damage. Oof. There we go. This should make the fight easier. Come on, Giganta. There you go. Enjoy an explosive barrel. Now she doesn't hit half as hard. And her damage, I mean her health is going down like nothing. Is she healing off the barrel? That's crazy if she is.
I get angry, I get elemental.
Alright. That is totally interesting. Whoop. Don't you be throwing me around. Okay, I nearly thought that the fight was over. It is now though. Okay, let's talk to Wonder Girl. And I guess that is pretty much it. I'm going to go and turn in this quest. And that's kind of it for this episode. We'll leave the cutscene on. And after that, I will do the outro. What do I want to get though? Decisions. I want to go for the shoulders because they give me more stats. But then I don't have any of these. So I get more from the shoulders than I do from the chest. Yeah. Okay, let's talk to Wonder Girl. I'll quickly have a look at what I've got here. We'll take that. Okay, so I got quite a few good things here. You got a ring. Where do I put this? Which one is it better than? Huh. Okay. Alright, that's fairly easy. We'll do that. And don't have that, so might as well get this in our style lab. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's finish it off.
Back in my own skin again. You really don't appreciate how awesome your boots are till you walk around in someone else's. I'll take care of Big Bertha here. Thanks again.
So this would have been a very cheesy little cinematic, obviously from Wonder Girl's perspective. And there we are. That is pretty much it for this. I will go and hand in the quest, get my rewards, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. That is pretty much it for this video. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethum Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.